Okay, I think I have this working now. Hopefully that is true. Says that there are some viewers in here. If anybody's here and you can type into chat, that would be fantastic. I am going to open up my scope so I can show off some pretties. Oh, shoot, that's me. All right. Sorry, let's see. Let's open up scope, view, best fit. Alright, so hopefully that works, and I'll chuck a coin underneath, get it started. Oh, that is really dark. And there's a wire in the way. That could be why. There we go. Alright, good morning all. Let me see if I can figure out how to get... I think that's... Let's see if I can get... There we go. Now I can say, see. So, good morning, KC9KUH. Good morning, Paula, Roy, Lincoln Central. How's it going, everybody? All right, let's see if I can get this centered to show. Thought I'd show off some oddball type coins this morning, if the camera wants to work properly. There we go. And then I'll try to focus a little better too. So, I mean, most people collect the... Oh, you got your package. Excellent. Glad to hear it. You're very welcome. Most people collect just the standard type coins, you know, one of each here or there. I do too, but there's also if you pop open your red book, there's also the first little pages before you get to the standard coins. And if ever I get the opportunity, I do try to pick up some of those oddball types. When I get the chance, I wish I'd grab my red book. Where did I put it? I actually don't know where I put my red book. Oh, there it is. All right. It's always around here somewhere. So, let's see if I can find this one real quick in the book. It's called the Constellation coin, people call it. Let's see. That's not it. That's not it. I guess I should have been slightly more prepared. Sorry, everybody. We need more light on the coin. Excellent. Thank you, sir. I will add that. Hopefully this will... Let's see. It's pretty bright, but that should help. All right, let it come up real quick while I continue looking. Oh, these are actually... I'm already into half cents. Oh, there it is. This is under post-colonial issues, speculative issues, tokens, and patterns. So this is the 1783 Constellatio, is what they call it, the Nova Constellatio Coppers. This one is the Pointed Rays Small US, is what they call it. Pointed Rays Small US appears to be the most common variety, okay, in the red book. Lincoln Central, that's funny. Perfect. Oh, excellent. Good, you can see it better. So this is, they don't have mintages for these. These were dated 1783 and 1785, and without denomination. They were struck in fairly large quantities in Birmingham, England, and were shipped to New York, where they entered circulation. Apparently, they resulted from a private coinage venture undertaken by Constable Rucker and Company, a trading business formed by William Constable, John Rucker, Robert Morris, and Governor Morris as equal partners. The design and legend were copied from the denominated patterns dated 1783 made in Philadelphia. And a few additional coppers dated 1786 were made by an inferior die sinker. So, cool. Though it seems the 1786 ones may be inferior, they are significantly more costly. They cost quite a bit more. So this is kind of a cool coin. The obverse and the reverse. I'll turn it over, show you the back as well, which shows the 1783. And I think I have this one popped open on the PCGS. It is, yeah, it's graded in extra fine details. As you can see, there's some environmental damage to the coin, so which is really too bad. But because it has a nice high grade, so that would be a nice coin. According to the Red Book, in extra fine, it's a $750 coin. It probably nets out at like a very fine details coin. And I actually picked this up at one of our local coin club meetings. One of the members brought in a small portion of coins, and yeah, it went for auction, and I picked it up there at the meeting. So luckily, we do have some members every month when we do have our meetings. Right now, we're kind of on a bit of hiatus, but we have members who bring in some nice old rare coins to be auctioned off. So Paul Blum, 1783. Yes, yeah. I'm assuming this was probably buried for a while, and whatever the ground ate away at the copper a bit. That's why they're giving it the details grade. But I guess we'll see if Nightbot's working today. Should be, but you never know. Thank you, Lincoln. I appreciate that. So there's that one, and then let me try to look up the other one real quick. This is a Kentucky token. Back into half cents. I really should have had all this ready. Continental Gates. Georgia, Talbot, Franklin, Copper, Kentucky. There we go. All right, here we go. We got Kentucky. Now we'll bring Kentucky up. A little high. Bring it down a bit. Maybe a little more. All right, so this is a Kentucky token. These tokens were struck in England. A lot of our things were struck in England and brought over, circa 1792 to 1794. It's not a dated coin, so there's no date anywhere on it. Each star in the triangle represents a state identified by its initials letter. These pieces are usually called Kentucky cents because of the letter K for Kentucky happens to be at the top. Some of the edges are plain, others are milled with a diagonal reading, and some have edge lettering that reads payable in Lancaster, London, or Bristol, or payable at Bedworth, Nuneaton, or Hinckley, or payable at Fiedling, etc. Mine doesn't actually say on the slab which one it is, and I have no idea which one it is. I guess I should have paid attention. But mine is graded PCGS Extra Fine 45, and again, this particular coin was at the same auction. And it was nice to be able to pick up both of them to add to the collection. Let's see. And let me show you the other side with the lettering, like it says. You can see, there we go, the K on the top for Kentucky, RI, VI, V. It's missing in the middle, but you got NC. Wish I had a better blow up so I could read all the letters. I should know, but I can't. It's just worn away. There's SC, NE. No, that's not NE. NH. There we go. New Hampshire. Now I look like an idiot because I can't read my own coin, even on a big screen. But it shows, it's pretty good detail. It's very nice. It's I don't want to say cleaned, because cleaned is the wrong word. It's a clean coin. It's very nice detailed. And if I flip it back over to the obverse, if you can see, it's even got some of the wood grain look to it, going from the top to like the 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock area, kind of like Lincoln Cents do, which is actually kind of nice. It adds a little something to it. All right, let's see what is next. So that one? Yes. Okay. Let's see. It's this coin. Which one is it? All right. Well, we'll just chuck it up there while I figure out exactly which one it is in the red book. This is the Fugio cent from 1787. And this one is the United States 4 Cinq, C-I-N-Q is what they have it. I don't see that one actually listed. Let's see, United States. No sync. Well, I don't actually see it in the book. It's kind of odd. But yeah, nice early coin again. These are part of our contract issues and patterns for a federal issue coin. And then here's the reverse. Oh, shoot, I'm missing stuff. Michael Kittle must be getting caught up on his sleep today. Probably. I guess I could always text him and wake him up. Oh, that's not lined up. There we go. Yeah, these are, let's see, Lincoln Central. Yeah, these are pretty good parts of history. These are early coinage before, even the 1792 half Disney or Disney, which I absolutely wish I could own. I could probably maybe one day get the half Disney, not there's it's doubtful to get one of the dimes, but hello Jimmy Lucari, nice to see you, thank you. Yeah, original instead of clean, thank you. Yeah, original sounds much better. Wake him up. All right, fine. I'll see if I can throw him a text. Hold on. Let's see. All right, we'll see if he gets up to his phone vibrating. Though, like he said, he didn't sleep all that much the night before, so who knows? Who knows if he's gonna wake up or not? And now this is another one. This one I really don't know where it's at in the book. Let's see if it's in the back. If I can look it up. Yeah, hub. Nope, no. Is there in the front? The next one up. Again, I guess I'll just toss it up there so you guys can see it. It's a very nice coin. And I'm way out of focus on this one. Let's see if we can make it better. There we go. This is the 1837 Feuchtwanger cent. This one I definitely don't know where it's at. It should be in the back, I'm assuming then, if it's not at front, because it's... Let's see, it wouldn't... not commemoratives. Alright, it might be... Let's see, these are patterns. It's not in the pattern area. That's what's great about the Red Book, is it's nice to have on hand for all the fantastic information that it offers for all of your basic coins and tokens. They even got the private tokens for the hard times tokens. There it is. All right, the Feuchtwanger cent. Louis Feuchtwanger produced a metal that was really a variety of German silver consisting of nickel, copper, and some zinc. He suggested to Congress as early as 1837 that his metal be substituted for copper, and he made 1 cent and 3 cent trial pieces that circulated freely during the coin shortage of 1836 through 1834. This is the 1 cent variety. I actually don't own one of the 3 cent varieties yet, but maybe one day. It's never really one of those things that is out there to just think about. This one is graded PCGS Mint State 64. And there's actually quite a few varieties of these. This is probably one of the inexpensive varieties, as it was, I actually picked this up out of a guy's junk box. It was in a flip, and it said token on it, and I thought it was actually a copy, but because it was such a nice grade, and I bought it for $2, sent it into PCGS one after I got home, and people were like, "Wow, that's nice," and it got graded. So, yeah, that was nice. So, yeah, it was pretty nice getting one of these. They're kind of inexpensive if you want to get a circulated piece. I think you can get one for around 40 to 60 bucks. I think we recently had one on the bid board before the big shutdown, and I think it went for 65 bucks. It was probably a solid fine, to maybe a very fine condition coin. I will flip this back over because if you look at the eagle, let me get it back centered. If you look at the eagle and the eagle is clutching a snake, if you look at his wings, like on his leg and breast area, they're very weak. Yet this is graded, a high mint state grade, a mint state 64. That's very common. So a lot of people actually don't think they have, a high grade, but you can, just because on these they more grade them off of like the wear on the denticles around the outside and on the field, how the coin has been preserved, because a lot of these are weakly struck. You can go to PCGS and look them up, and even the highest grade ones they have there are, they look like they've been worn down, but that's just because the guy did such a deep engraving and probably only struck them once instead of multiple times to get the flow to go into the die properly. So, all right, what is next? Oh, there. All right, so that's, now we're gonna go to a bigger coin. Let me see if I can get I'm definitely gonna have to zoom out for this one. Whoop. All right, out we go. Hopefully it fits. Oh, it does fit. Very good. All right, so it's a little blurry at the top for some reason, but not at the bottom. Let me see if I can bring it down and we can read it. So this says Pikes Peak Silver Mine. Now this is a restrike of the Lesher referendum dollars. I do not own, sadly, any of the actual ones. I wish I did. But the originals were distributed in 1900 and 1901 by Joseph Lesher of Victor, Colorado. These private tokens were used in trade to some extent and stocked by various merchants who redeemed them in goods. Coins were numbered, and a blank space left at the bottom of 1901 issues in which were stamped names of businesses who bought them. All are quite rare. Many varieties are extremely rare. The composition is 0.950 silver that's alloyed with copper. So if you look in the red book, there's about, say, 20 that are imprinted. Some of this says no business name, or Boyd Park, Denver, Slusher, Cripple Creek, Mullen, Victor, Cohen, Victor, Klein, Pueblo, different names of businesses or the purchasers, and then the city, like White Grand Junction or Godspeeds in Colorado Springs. So, and in poor condition, say very fine or less, they can run 1,000 or two depending, and some of them can be up in the 20s to 30,000. So this is a restrike. These were struck in 1984 for the restoration of the Lesher House. So that they're very similar, but these were for the restoration of the Lesher House. And this particular one is number 162, as you can see at the bottom. And then I'll scoot it over. I also have number 117. Both of these were graded by NGC MS68. I believe Mr. Kittle, Michael Kittle Rare Coins, has one. Either he has it still or it's sold. I believe it's on his website, and it's graded a mint state 69. Commonly, these coins, if you find them, you'll find them in like bullion, because people just think they're 1 ounce of silver. But that's actually where I found both of mine. Is I think I paid like 20 or 22 bucks, because they were oddball silvers, and they were actually, because they're not 999, they have the copper in them. They actually green over. They get a little green coating like copper coins do, and both of these did. And I sent them to NCS, which is NGC's conservation services, and they come out, sparkling and beautiful, just like they are right now. So, and they grade them. So keep an eyeball out for these in your coin stores, junk boxes, or on eBay, where people think they're just an ounce of silver because they don't know what they are. But these have quite a premium to them, especially if you can get them properly restored and graded nicely. They have a nice premium over just the 1 ounce of silver. So those are pretty cool. Let's see, what other oddball stuff do I have for the type stuff? So I don't have a huge amount, just there we go. All right, well, let's see. Pull that one out, and I'll chuck this one under. And try to zoom in on it a bit. Alright, so this should look kind of familiar, since I will be giving one away. Let me see if I can find this. I think it's in the back, just a couple pages away. Oh, there we go. This is a Hawaiian quarter. Again, another oddball type piece, I would say, for United States coins. How's it going, Perry Barth? Jonathan Reese, good to see you. Just making sure I try to keep up with chat. I got it on my phone so that I could try to keep up with it a little bit. This one is graded Mint State 65 by PCGS, and it even has the old CAC sticker. This particular coin, Mike Kittle actually brought to one of our coin club meetings, and it was his show and tell, and he showed it and told about it, and then didn't take it home. So, it's always nice when something like that happens, obviously, for for me. But let's see. All right, so 5 official coins were issued for the Kingdom of Hawaii. That is long before the state. These included the 1847 cent by King Kamehameha III and 1883 silver dimes, quarters, halves, and dollars of King Kalakua. I'm sure I'm saying that one wrong. The first, which bear his portrait. The silver pieces were all designed by Charles Barber and struck at the San Francisco Mint. After Hawaii became a U.S. territory in 1900, the legal tender status of these coins were removed, and most were withdrawn and melted. The 1883 8 eighth dollar piece is a pattern. The 1881 5-cent piece is an unofficial issue. So I have dimes. I have a couple of quarters. I believe I have a $50 somewhere. I don't have one of the dollars. I definitely don't have one of the cents or the eighth dollar as well, or the 5-cent coin. It would be nice one day to actually get, a whole typeset. That would be kind of cool. Let's see. Oh, Paula says I was looking at the Hawaiian dollar the other day. They have a nice premium. Yeah, they have quite a nice premium. And Michael Kittle actually has one I've been eyeballing, but I haven't dropped the hammer on it yet. Yeah. So it's he's got I think it's an extra fine 45 and a nice old Anax holder. It's actually quite nice. Hello, Farm Dog. How you doing? So let me turn this one over. Bring it there. Let me see if I can find something. There we go. All right, so that's the reverse. Again, nice PCGS coin, and a cool oddball, part for the typeset. So, which is it's always nice to find some good oddball stuff if you can. So there's that. But since we're talking about it, there we go. This is the 1883 that I will be giving away. So as you can see, it's still a nice type coin again. I believe at one point early on in its life, it had a cleaning. Since then, you can see around the edges and everything, it's gotten, toned up again properly, re-dirtyified, if you want to call it that. It's got the original look like it should have. But still a nice coin. So at 750, I moved the thing. At 750, I will be giving that one away. Because again, if I can, I'm going to try on my giveaways, especially the bigger ones, to give away oddball stuff that not everyone is just going to have, for their type coins or something like that. So I have no idea what I'm going to do for 1,000, but clearly it's going to be even better than this. So we'll see what that'll be. But oddball type coins are things that always interest me, just because they're the weird part of the history of our country. So, all right, let's see if I can. This is easier going to be interesting to try to see how clear they can come up. Oh boy, yeah. Okay, so no. Out we go. All right, so this is going to look horrible for a minute until I can maybe figure out how to make these look proper. Okay, that is not the way to do it. That's better. Okay, so give me 1 second and I'll get this figured out so that we can look at some pretty coins. There we go. All right, that is slightly better, but probably too bright. That's better-ish. That's even better. Okay, sorry, back. My daughter had to ask me a question. All right, so let's see if I can make it any sharper. There we go. Okay, a little sharper. Beautiful. All right. Hello, Silver Shark. How's it going? All right, so this is a $50. This is a gold $50 from 1871. This one is numbered BG-923. Obviously, if you look it up in a book, you'll be able to figure out what that means. This one is graded a beautiful AU50. Let me see if I can try to get the reverse. It is California gold, is what these are considered. Yeah, so you can $50 and then California you can see on the reverse. It's really hard to see on some of these just because these were actually a circulating coin. They did get circulated, and they were used. And of course, it's a little scratchy on the holder. So hopefully, Mr. Kittle will put out Those are notoriously faked, unfortunately. That is true, but that is why I tend to buy them slabbed, especially PCGS slabbed, even though they are faked. If you can get them slabbed and verified, then you're pretty much set on that. And then let's see, let's bring in another one. Here is another $50. Now this one is an 1876, but you look at the 6 and go, wow, that is horrific. It's an 1876 over a 5. This one, PCGS graded AU58, and this is BG-1059. I know you can look these up on the Google and check them out to see what they are. If you look over, like, off one of the points of the Indian, let's see if I can try to point to it with something that doesn't, it's not my big old fat finger. I think it's right about there. You see that little line in the slab? That's actually inside on the little rubber marker. PCGS has not anymore. They have different ways of doing it now, but earlier they used to cut part of the inner ring out to make part of it smaller to make sure everything would fit properly and tight so it wouldn't move around. So, and I'll turn this one over as well. It's got a really nice reverse. Another $50 California reverse. Let's see, what else do we got? There's that. All right, so those are good. Okay, so there's those, and I got one more $50 before we get to some oddball stuff, which is even more oddball for oddball stuff. This is how NGC does it. This is an 1856 octagonal Liberty Gold $50. This one's BG311. So this one they graded Mint State 62. It's pretty nice obverse, and then we can check out the reverse as well. You know, $50 California gold, it says all the way around the outside. And then the date is in the middle. Now, you got to realize these are significantly smaller than a dime. They're around the size of a 3-cent silver. Actually, I think even smaller than that now that I look at it. Yeah, here, if I put this on the screen, I'm going to put it right next to it so you can see. Here is a 3-cent silver, and you can see the 3-cent silver is actually quite larger than even these little gold pieces, you know. And these, they were meant to be carried around in your pocket or in your your little change bag, so they were small. That's why a lot of them are damaged and got lost. A lot of people find these metal detecting old ghost towns and stuff because, again, they were easily dropped, especially if you got these when you were drunk. You were probably dropping them. So, and a $50 back then was quite a bit of money. All right, so this is a token. Oh, got to show it on the screen. There we go. Let's see if it comes up without being all crazy. There we go. All right, so hopefully you're seeing that. This is an 1854 dated California gold token. It is graded MS61 by NGC, and they even put that it's 0.39 of a gram. So it's not even a half of a gram. It's less than that, and it's round, so obviously there are other varieties. Let's see if the camera turns it down a little bit. There we go. You can tell it's a very poor engraving of what's supposed to be the California state, you know, the bear and the lady. It's almost chicken scratch, kind of. Now let's check out the reverse. Oh, it's upside down. Sorry, we'll turn that right side up. Get that centered. Yeah, it says California, 1854. So, and on the bottom it says gold. I don't know, it's kind of, you only see half the G, the bottom half the O, barely the L and the D. Hopefully you guys can see that. Hello, YOLO Bagels. How you doing? Jonathan Reese. Hectors. How you doing? All right, and we got a couple more little gold ones as well. And then I've got one coin to end it with that someone was asking me to show. I forget who it was because it was a week. Last week was quite a busy week here at home, so I didn't get to. I don't think I streamed at all. But all right, so there's that one. Here comes this. Is oh man, let's see if I can get that out of focus a bit here. Let's make this prettier if I can, or not. Maybe I can't. It's a very flat coin. It's very light engraving, but you can see in the floors. Well, it's 1904, but there's an L and a P and an E. That's for the Louisiana Purchase Exposition in 1904. This is the gold $50 variety. I think Michael Kittle actually does have one of these for sale as well. His might be a higher grade than this. I think his might be a proof-like or a deep mirror proof-like. These are very shiny coins, if you want to call them that, and they definitely come in the proof-like and deep proof-like varieties. It's not common because it really does require a really nice coin to get that, but they do come that way. All right, so as you can see on the reverse, I'll have to try to make it better. There we go. It says Louisiana half gold. So it is another, again, oddball type piece. But when things like this come across my path, I try to pick them up because they're just nice coins to have if you can get them for a type coin. I mean, I guess there are other coins that I should probably get first to finish off a type set, but certain things like this are nice to have when you can pick them up. So another one. See, this one's even smaller. This thing is absolutely microscopic. It's going to be hard to make it bigger for you. Boop, boop. All right. Oh, there we go. Perfect. This is Alaska Gold from 1909. Let's see. This is the 1909 WA Gold Quarter DWT Alaska Yukon Pacific Exposition. This is Hart's Coin of the West. And this one was graded PCGS, not PCGS, sorry, NGC, obviously. NGC MS64. And I do believe I got this one from Michael Kittle as well. He does tend to have some of the best stuff. Hey, Archaeology Mikey, good to see you. How you doing? Let's see, let's turn it over. One of these days I'll remember these are US coins and they... Oh, that is blurry. There we go. 1/4 DWT. I do believe there are other sizes of this. I don't think I had the money that day to pick that one up, or maybe it was I know the Louisiana Purchase. That one definitely I didn't pick up. So, all right. So that's the last oddball type thing I think that's in. Yes, because then it goes to an Ike dollar. So that's not interesting at all. So, all right. So let me make sure there's no fingerprints on this one when I put it up. There we go. Someone had asked if I collect early. I'm probably going to need to move all of this back to where it was. Early type proof coins. And the answer to that question is yes, I do. I do try to have them as my type set, if at all possible. Ooh, boy, this is going to be fun with the light ring. Wow. Does that make it better or worse? Sound like I'm a doctor. All right, well, mine doesn't seem to go far enough away, so I'll just have to show portions at a time. All right, so this is my 1897 proof Morgan silver dollar. This one is in my typeset um, for in the Morgan dollar slot. Why not? And this one has a storied history actually between Mike Kittle and I, which is funny. Uh, if you've seen back, I guess they'd probably be like 70s or 80s plastic flips, not the PVC ones, but the first time they came out with the ones that were non-PVC. Um, Over time, they turn a very, very distinct yellow, and they easily scratched. This coin came up at the auction at our coin club and was in a beat up flip. And it had like four staples in the flip and all of that good stuff. And both me and Mike were like, wow, that's a nice coin. And we thought it was a proof like version of 1897. So, and we even thought it was an AU. We didn't think it was even a mint state one. So we were bidding on it. And it went back and forth, and I won the bid. I think he stopped at $41, and I bid $42, and I won it. And then I took it home, and when I took it out of the flip that it was in, carefully making sure not to get it all scratched up from the staples and stuff, took those all out and such. I was like, "Wow, this is really nice, like really nice." And I looked up on PCGS and was looking at pictures of proof-like ones and deep mirror proof-like ones, and they just didn't look like this. And I was like, wow, maybe I really got lucky. Maybe it's a proof. And I gave it to Mike, and he sent it into PCGS because he's got an account for me. This was years and years and years ago. Um, and sure enough, came back a proof 63. So that's one of the few coins that you can really score on if you're looking and you get lucky. Because I thought it was just going to be a nice example for an 1897 regular coin, but yeah, I got kind of lucky there. All right, let's see. Mikey says I found a 1984 P dime double I obverse and one of the rare 72 P dime double I obverse cent. The doubling is on the date. Yeah, the 72s. The you can get a nice mint state doubling for a reasonable price. They're several $100s, I think, but you can pick up a very nice example of those. But they are more fun to find in circulation if you can. But let's see, you're not good at grading on circulated coins. Uh, yeah, circulated coins, especially if they're modern, sometimes they're a little bit harder to throw a grade at. Older coins a lot easier, just because so many more of them are graded. You can't really walk into a coin store and see a bunch of 1973 coins graded, fine, very fine. They're just not graded because they're just worth a cent. It's just not, you're not going to find them. So if they're cents, if they're dimes or quarters, then they're just worth a dime or a quarter. People really only grade modern stuff if it's mint state, or if it has a true rare issue. So it's hard to grade more modern stuff off of that. Uh, yeah, off of that. So all right, well that was kind of it for the oddball stuff I have. It's not a huge amount of stuff. It's just certainly fun stuff. But I always try to answer a bunch of questions. If anybody's got any questions, I'm happy to answer anything I can. Normally Mike's here, but yeah, I think he is probably catching up on his sleep. Can't necessarily blame him for that. So if anybody's got any questions, I'd be happy to throw down some answers. And if anybody wants to have fun and look something up on PCGS's website, I'll put this coin underneath for you guys to take a peek at. If anybody can tell me what that is. And yes, this is graded and certified and photographed, mind you, by PCGS. So that's always It's always something fun is to see what PCGS will do. If any of you guys have any questions or have any ideas of what this is. Oh, that's right. You guys want to see the reverse of the Morgan. I only showed you the obverse. I will swap back to the proof. See if I can't make it prettier somehow. There we go. So again, it's not a seriously high grade proof. It does have a little bit of haze on it, but they did not recommend having it conserved. Some older coins, especially proofs, like with the mirror fields that they have, the haze might hide flaws that might be underneath. And what's good about NGC and PCGS for their conservation services, if they think that the coin will not do better, will not be a better turnout afterwards, because they look at these coins all day long, then they'll tell you we don't recommend it, and they normally at that point don't even charge you for it either, even for their guys looking at it, because they don't want you to send a coin through their services that's then going to be downgraded or turned into a lesser value coin. They would rather tell you straightforward, we don't think this coin is, you know, it is anything. It's better at what it is. So they left it as the proof 63 that it was. And well, here, let's see. If y'all want to go check out, you can already see what it is now. But if you go search the 337-97470 on PCGS's website under their cert verification, you will be able to see. Oh, somebody says it's a blank planchet. No, this is actually an 1880 Carson City Morgan silver dollar out of a GSA holder. This came in the GSA, black and clear plastic holder. But, which is funny, because it was in a fire. And they graded it, as you can see, Unk Details. So this coin is still uncirculated, according to PCGS. In the very center of the picture, you can kind of see Morgan's hair flowing. I don't know if the other side it's easier to see. There you go. You can kind of see the eagle's wing. But the coin survived a fire in the holder. And not only did they grade it, they slabbed it, because 1880 Carson City has very low mintage. Only 591,000 were made. And, this is an Unk Details variety. They called it environmental damage. I guess a fire could be environmental. But they photographed it. And I didn't pay for them to photograph it. It's not a gold shield coin. They actually chose to do the photograph on their own. So if you go look it up, you can see an actual high resolution, high quality photograph of the coin. Yeah. So it was quite interesting to see what they were going to do when I sent it in. I actually expected them just to send it back to me and say no, but when it came back, I was quite surprised and quite happy as well, because the plastic of the original holder from the GSA actually didn't have any issues. There was nothing wrong with it. It might have had a small crack. It didn't even look like it was melted at all. But I purchased this from the coin store before I worked there, but where I now work, and there was quite a few of these. And this was just one of the more extreme examples, which is really too bad, because if you have the coin in hand and you can look at it with your loupe, the fields are amazingly clear. There's like no issues. So this probably would have been at least an MS65, maybe a 6, maybe higher. The reverse is probably definitely higher than the obverse. You could start seeing something. So I don't think it would have ever gotten above a 6, but it was probably a mint state 65. So for an 80 Carson City in 65, that's a really nice coin, and it's too bad it got burned up, because I don't think I paid much more than like $80 for it. So, but it's very cool that that they yeah, they didn't grade it technically, they just gave it an Unc details for the grade because it came straight out of one of the slabs that was an uncirculated slab. That's the only reason they could give it that grade. Um, but I was thoroughly amazed that they didn't just send it back either in a body bag or just back as it was. So I was amazed they slabbed it, and then I was further amazed that they actually took the time to take pictures of it. So PCGS is kind of odd like that. Whenever they get in something super crazy, even if you don't pay the money, they'll take the pictures because they want it, you know, in their archives of some of the oddball things. So if you can go click on it. You can go see a really how to put it, a really high quality picture, of the coin on their website. So and it's kind of funny. It appears they took the picture. You can see a lot of scratches on the obverse. That's on the plastic. So normally they take pictures of the coin outside of the plastic. This one they took pictures of the coin while it was still in the plastic. But either way, it was just one of those really fun things that they did. So oh, let's see. Sorry, I missed the little post from Mikey. That's cool, Mike or Mikey. That yeah, it had the full split bands. Very nice. A body bag. Yeah, no, I would have thought. Well, that's what they call it because they send them back and everyone calls them body bags. That may buff right out. It's funny you say that because of several of the other ones. I think there was a total of 8 or 9. Several of the other ones got bid up to crazy some crazy amounts as if they were mint state, even though they weren't. And the people cracked them out and did their best and basically ended up turning them into extra fine coins. They used all sorts of methods to try to get rid of it, but they just turned them into like extra fine details coins cleaned. They didn't certify them or anything. They just sold them as tight pieces. But some people thought they could get rid of all the stuff that's on there. I thought it was more cool just to see what PCGS would do with it. So, and I still think it's cool because I mean it almost looks like it's rusted. Like it's a rusty coin. You can see the reds on it and stuff, and what looks like ash and soot. But again, it was inside the holder, and the holder was in perfectly fine condition. So, yeah. So it's just fun. It's not going to buff out, and it will never probably sell for anything crazy one day. Whenever it goes away, I'll probably give it to Mike and let him have fun with it and try to sell it to somebody as an oddity, as a real oddity. But yeah, how's it going, AZ Coins? How you doing? So, but if anybody's got any oddball or any questions, numismatic, you can let me know. I'll keep rambling on for a few more minutes. I have 2 more weeks left of schoolwork. Yeah, my kids, I've got 3. My oldest just turned 18 yesterday, and we were celebrating during Mike's big auction, which he had yesterday. That was kind of crazy. That guy can throw together some amazing stuff. A huge gold, platinum, and palladium auction. Holy man, that had to have been $10,000 or something worth of stuff yesterday. He knows how to put it together. And also this, today's Sunday, but coming up on the Friday, let me open up my calendar so I can tell you the date. On Friday the 8th, we're going to have our second online Glendale Coin Club meeting. Um, we're going to have another speaker. We're going to have giveaways like we did last time. I'm going to be in charge of those again. And just like last time, everybody that comes in to chat um, will have a chance. I'm going to write everyone's name on a ticket. We have a drum, a little squirrel cage that we put everybody in, and everyone will get to watch me draw the tickets out of the cage, just like last time. We try to keep it. That's how we do it at our regular meetings. So we keep it fair and open for everybody to see. Yeah, so I don't know exactly what Mike has planned for giveaways, but then we're also going to be having an auction. And the auction is actually what we normally give away at our monthly meetings. So you guys will be able to see what we normally give away. Um, during our giveaways. We can't do it on YouTube. They don't allow us to do stuff like that. We can only just give stuff away for free. We can't charge people and run a raffle. It's against the rules. Probably a law or two, depending on what state you're in, on how we do it over state lines. So, what are the key dates for Panama and Peru coins and Colombia? I'll be going on a South American cruise after the virus thing. All right, let's see. Let me try to see if I can open this up and see if it works. Okay, well, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. So let me see if I can do this. All right, so most of those things that you're talking about, bring this, hold on, I will get this eventually. Open up Streamlabs, open up World Coins, boom, World Coins. All right, World Coins. This is the World Coins book. Most of the stuff you're going to be looking for are going to be like 1901 to 2000. If we go, and let's see, you started with Panama. Obviously, it depends. There's a ton of stuff, and I don't know everything. That's why I have the books. Is I can only, like right now, I'm learning with you. Palestine, Panama, page 1697. I love this thing because it is searchable. There's Palestine, and here starts Panama. But let's see. So Panama, the early coins for the Republic from 1907. Even in mint state grades, I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Let's see if I can zoom it in a little better. Obviously, you're going to need to be on probably a computer screen, not much on a cell phone screen. I have it on my cell phone, but let me see. Yeah, it's very hard to read. I am zooming in, as you see. All right. Let's see. The 1907. If you find one in proof for the decimal coiners, the half centesimo, it's pricey. I mean, obviously, early mint state varieties are going to be better, but as you can see, even in 1953 for the centesimo, in mint state, it's only $10, and normally it's even less than that. These are kind of like high prices. A lot of stuff during the 70s. They have very low mintages for the proof sets, but even those are very inexpensive. Let's go to the next page. Yeah, you're just looking for stuff before the 50s in high grades is what you're going to be needing to look for. Oh, there we go. Let's bring that up. A little closer, a little closer. If we look, let's see, down here, the 1904 through 1916 and even into 1932. For the 5 centesimos, those are quite pricey. The early ones are silver. Well, the 1904s are kind of common, but the 1916, you can see even in a circulated grade, they're $100. So you're looking for stuff pre-50s, the higher grade possible. Obviously, you don't want to pay huge amounts. All this information is on the internet, Mikey. And are there errors? There are errors on every coins ever made. There just depends. There's going to be hub doubling, die strike doubling, especially with foreign coins. Foreign coins were not were not made as precise even as we did. But all of it is available online. These books, these are Krause books. Let me go back to page 1. There you go. This is a standard catalog world coins from Krause Publications. If I shoot this down, let's see. Let's bring that up. You can get. I think there's 5 total books. You can get this one, 1601 to 1700. Whoops. Bring this over here. I think that's working. 1701 to 1800. 1801 to 1900. You guys already saw the 1901 to 2000, and then the 2000 to 2016, because that's the edition that I have, is the 2016 edition that ends in 2016. I do believe they've updated it now, and you should be able to purchase these all on the DVDs. And basically, it's just they're just a PDF, so you can open them up as a PDF and search through them. So it's nice to be able to have access to all of these, because if they're a PDF, you can search the words. So if you get a foreign coin and you have no idea what it is, fantastic to just to be able to hit the search button and it pops up. Okay, you can see it there on the screen, kind of, and it pops up, and you can tell it. Let's see, NTISM Centissimo, right? I think that's how I clearly spelled it wrong. Well, there you go. Cent, CNT, CNTIMOS, CNTIMOS, something like that. And then you search, and then it will bring up the places in the where it's at. And as you can see right here, it highlights the words. So the first place it brings it up is Angola, the People's Republic Reform coinage. So that's what's on the coin, and you're going to be able to search it up that way. So I would recommend, Mikey, if you want. Nightbot is asleep. I hate Nightbot. I don't know how Mike can get it to work, but I am unable to get Nightbot to actually do what it's supposed to do. Streamlabs has its own bot. I think I'm just going to try to set up the Streamlabs bot. It's the same. It seems to be the same thing. So, in 1859, let's see, 1859, 20 centavos from Colombia. All right, well, let's look that one up for you. Let's see what it says in the old book. Like Lincoln Central said, all of this is kind of available on a search by search basis on Google. That's what's great about Google. Books are always a little bit better because they can be sometimes a little more specific. But then again, sometimes I don't find stuff in here, and I find it up on the Google. So Columbia 239. All right. And you said in 1859, 20 centavos. Centavos, yes. Escueros. Still looking. I think I'm still a little early, yeah. 1 pesos. There we go. The decimal coinage. So there should be centavos coming? No. Did I pass it? Decimos, pesos, reals? I am not seeing that specific coin for centavos. Decimos, yeah, Colombia. Pesos. I don't know. I'm not sure if they're centavos. Are they possible? No, pesos is the gold part. Maybe they're. Is there 20 decimos? No. I'm not sure, Mikey. I can't find it here. I'm sure Google search will find you what you're looking for. Oh, there we go. All right, 20 centavos. Found it. Found 20 centavos. 10 centavos. Well, it shows the earliest centavos for Colombia at, what is that, 1874. So, but it's possible it's something, either a different country or something else. But either way, early coinage is always fun, especially if it's silver. Don't look for SoCalBoxBreaks on the eBay, because I don't sell on eBay. I actually just linked to the coin says Venta centavos on the reverse. Well, that's 20 centavos, but that doesn't. Maybe it's the wrong country then. Maybe does it say Colombia on it? Maybe it's a different country. I don't sell. I link to either Michael Kittle's eBay page or specifically the coin store that I work at, because he puts up around 50 auction style things every 3 or 4 days. Even during this whole time, he has still been open by appointment only, and has been keeping up on around 50 auctions that he starts every 3 to 4 days. So there's always 100+ things listed, on the page. I wish I have Nightbot here. I don't know why Nightbot's not working. Okay, yes. Continue to Nightbot. Okay. Yeah, Nightbot and me don't get along. I can't figure out how to get it to work. Republic de Colombia on the obverse. Bot. Yeah, I've had it. See, it's funny. Yes, allow. I've already allowed you to use all my stuff, Nightbot. Please stop. Yep, you're part of my channel. Top chatter says Lincoln Central coins. I mean, I'm looking at it right now, and it's going off of the thing we're doing right now, and it says even you are the top chatter, Lincoln Central, and it says the top command is CoinChop. See, it's like keeping track of it. It's just not doing anything. Let's see if I can do it. Maybe it just wants me to do it. I have no idea. This is silly. I mean, I want it to pop up. Then again, I almost don't want it to pop up. So that it, see, I don't get it. It's telling me all of the everything that's happening here on it, and it says that it's logged into the channel, and it's a real pain in the keister. Custom commands. I've got tons of the custom commands. Ooh, let's try this. No, it's not even. It's set up. Mike walked me through it. We sat there for like 2 hours walking through it, figuring out how to set everything up. The only thing that mods can do is the winner. Let's see if it picks a winner. Because I know that's worked in the past. I know that's worked in the past because I've picked winners that way, but see, it's not even. Oh, yeah, I hate Nightbot. I'm going to figure out Streamlabs' bot because this thing makes me so annoyed. And then they can just both be bots. So, I mean, I turned off all the spam so people, because it was funny. It timed people out, like, for putting a happy face. So, I think it timed out Rand Goldner for putting a single happy face because he did that. So, I've got no idea. But, all right. Any other questions from anybody? Maybe, hopefully, I didn't miss it. Other than that, I will let you all get back to your day. I know that there's some other stuff going on this afternoon. Let's see. I forgot who it was I saw that I was going to go check out later. I'm going to pop that open. Let's see. That's me streaming. Let's see. I guess Value Hunter has an auction coming up a little bit later. Oh, that's about it. That's all it's showing me for recommended stuff. Okay, so there must not be much going on today unless anybody else knows of anything going on. Stupid bot. Yes, thank you, Lincoln Central. I agree. Yes, I'm gonna start adding that hashtag stupid bot to mine because it doesn't work with me, which I don't understand. So, yeah, I don't see anything else out there. No, nothing else. If anybody knows of anything else, I'd appreciate you letting people know. Let's see, 1843 half ink, 9% silver, and 50-cent for ink, 9% silver. I searched up the mintages and nothing popped up on Google. Yeah, a lot of the earlier coins from foreign countries, we don't know what the mintages are. Even in the books, they didn't keep track. We kept track because of how we ran things. They actually didn't keep track. So, yeah, a lot of the foreign coins, especially the earlier ones, they just all they can do is put prices on how rare they believe them to be because of how often or not they are found and come up to auction. So there's a lot of coins like that, Mikey, that you're going to find that you're not going to be able to find the mintages on. So, but keep searching, keep trying to find stuff. It's always awesome to be able to cherry pick stuff out of the world. So, and I did make a new. Well, I made my first. It's my little end credit scene, so hopefully you guys can see that in a second. And Mike always tells me I log off too quick. I got to let things wind down a bit. So I'm going to let things wind down. You guys can keep talking a little bit. And I appreciate you all for hanging out. And yeah, so I'll see you guys next time.